Okay, welcome to our first lesson for our Lolly Maths, we'll call it this week. So, as you can see, we're doing algebra. And before we get started into the algebra, I just want to show you what we're going to be working with and why it works. So let's start with four plus 2 equals 6. Now, we know that this is correct. We know that if we remove this part, it is no longer correct unless we also move 2 from this part here to make that 4 also. So we took 2 from here, so it was just 4, and we have to take 4 from this side because we have to make both sides of the equal sign balance. This side has to be equal to this side. So if we go back to that 4 plus 2, if we were then to, instead of 4, represent it this way, an unknown number plus 2 equals 6, our first step is to take away this 2. So we need to do the opposite of adding 2, which is take away 2. And if we do that to this side, we have to do it to here. So we've got our unknown number, 2 take away 2 is 0, so we don't write anything there, equals 6 take away 2 is 4. So what we need to do first is remove this extra part, but we have to do the same thing to both sides. We can't just do it to one side or our answer will be incorrect. So that's what we're going to do today. And it is something that we've done before in a similar way. And some people might say, well, I can do this without lollies. One, it's just a bit of fun. But two, it will actually help you to understand tomorrow's lesson. So I encourage you, please use them today, and then at the end, you get to eat them. So let's have a look at the first one. First one we're going to do is x take away 6 equals 18. And then I'm going to make it over this side. X take away 6 equals 18. I'm going to solve this one first. So we need to get rid of the take away 6 first. And the opposite of taking away 6 is adding 6. And if I do it to this side, I have to do it to this side too. So this is left unchanged. Take away 6 plus 6 is 0 equals 18 plus 6 is 24. So 24 take away 6 does equal 18. Let's do this one over here as well. So first we do the opposite, which is adding 6. Then we add 6. X, negative 6 plus 6 is 0, equals 18 plus 6 is 24. Look different, but exact same way of doing it. Instead of using a jelly bean to represent our unknown number, I've used X. Okay, our next one, a bit crumpled. X plus 5 equals 13. Let's go x plus 5 equals 13. Okay, first step, we need to get rid of this. So the opposite of adding 5 is taking away 5. And then we also need to take away 5 from the other side. So our unknown number, 5 take away 5 is 0, equals 13 take away 5 is 8. I'll do this one quickly over here. Take away 5 from both sides. X, 5 take away 5 is 0, equals 13 take away 5 is 8. So actually I'll write, so I've written here x equals 8. Let's have a look at another one. It's got a little bit more to it. But again, it is something that we did last time during home learning. Might take a little bit of a refresher to get used to it, but it is something we have done. So 3x, take away 2, equals 19. Now remember, this does not mean 3 and x. It means there are 3 x's, okay? So if there are 3 x's, we need to use 3 jelly beans. 3 jelly beans, take away 2, equals 19. So let's get rid of this first. The opposite of taking away 2 is adding 2, and I add 2. Oh, so I've got our jelly beans. I haven't changed the jelly beans at all, so it's still 3 jelly beans. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0, equals 19 plus 2 is 21. So 3 jelly beans equals 21, but we want to find out what 1 jelly bean equals. So we need to divide it by 3 because there are 3 jelly beans. And if we do that to this side, we have to do it to this side. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, equals 21 divided by 3 is 7. So a jelly bean equals 7. So 3 times 7 is 21. Take away 2 is 19. Let's check it out over here. Start by adding 2 to both sides. Because that's negative 2, we do the opposite. 3x equals 19. Now I've got 3 x's. We have to divide it by 3. So we can just have 1x. 3x divided by 3 is x. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't have been 19, that should have been 21. 19 plus 2 is 21. 21 divided by 3 is 7. X equals 7. So either one that we've been using, we get the same answer. Let's have a look at 1 or 2 more before you start to do some independently. Okay. Need to put it in front of you, don't I? 2x plus 8 equals 22. 2x plus 8 equals 22. First step, get rid of this extra 8. The opposite of adding 8 is take away 8. So we have our 2 jelly beans. Eight take away 8 is 0, equals 22. Take away 8 is 14. So 2 jelly beans equals 14. We want to find out what 1 jelly bean equals. So we need to divide it by 1, 2. So 1 jelly bean equals 14 divided by 2 equals 7. Let's check it out over here. So our first step, we need to get rid of this 8. So we take away 8 from both sides. So 2x. 8 take away 8 is 0, equals 22 take away 8 is 14. We have 2 x's, but we only want 1. So we divide both sides by 2 because 2 is the number in front. So x equals 14 divided by 2, x equals 7. All right, let's do one more and then I'll start to get you to do some of these on your whiteboards. Let's do this one here. 5x take away 9 equals 26. Do I have enough of one coloured? No, I do. 5x take away 9 equals 26. Okay, our first step is to get rid of this 9. So the opposite of taking away 9 is adding 9. adding 9. We need to do the same thing to both sides. So 5 jelly beans take away 9 plus 9 cancel each other out. 26 plus 9 equals 35. So 5 jelly beans equal 35. But we want to find out what 1 jelly bean equals. So we divide both sides by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 jelly bean, because 5 divided by 5 is 1, equals 35 divided by 5 is 7. And I promise I did not mean to make those last 3 answers all 7. That's just a coincidence. Let's go over here. Let's start by adding 9 to both sides. 5x equals, because negative 9 and plus 9 cancel each other out, 26 plus 9 is 35. 5x equals 35, but we want to know what 1x equals. So we need to divide both sides by 5 because that's what number is here. 5x divided by 5 is 1x, or x, equals 35 divided by 5 is 7. Now, one other thing that I want to point out is you may or may not have noticed, my equal signs are always in the same spot, every line. And that's what I want you to do as well with your working out. I don't want you to, when you're doing it in your maths book, I don't want you to be moving that equals. I want it in the same line going down. It will help you with your working out. Okay. Put these away. And I'd like you please pause the video, and on your whiteboard, I'd like you to please calculate what x plus 4 equals 12. Find what would x equal. Pause the video, work it out for yourself, please. Okay, let's go through, work it out. First step, get rid of the plus 4. So, jelly bean, 4 take away 4, cancel each other out, equals 12 take away 4 is 8. Same thing over here. X, cancel each other out, equal 12 take away 4 is 8. Okay. Pause the video and solve this one on your whiteboard, please. Okay, let's have a look. We need to get rid of the take away 9. The opposite of taking away 9 is adding 9. We need to do the same thing to both sides. So 2 jelly beans, take away 9 plus 9, cancel each other out, equals 7 plus 9 is 16. So 2 jelly beans equals 16. We want to find out what 1 is, so we need to divide them both by 2. Two jelly beans divided by 2 is 1, equals 16 divided by 2 is 8. Same thing over here. Start by 2x equals 7 plus 9 is 16. Divide both sides by 2 because that's what number's here. 2x divided by 2 is 1x or x equals 16 divided by 2 is 8. I have to rub that out first. Pause the video, please, and solve this one. Okay, let's have a look. So we start by removing this. The opposite is to take away 5. So 3 jelly beans. 5 take away 5 is 0, so it cancels each other out, equals 20 take away 5 is 15. So 3 jelly beans equals 15. Now we need to divide it by 3 because there are 3 jelly beans. And what we do to one side, we do to the other. So 1 jelly bean divided by 3 equals, 3 jelly beans divided by 3 equals 1 jelly bean, equals 15 divided by 3 is 5. Have a look over here. (3x) plus 5 cancels each other out. 20 take away 5 is 15. Divide both sides by 3 because that's what number's here. So 1x or x equals 5. Okay, and final one before you go and do this independently. 4x take away 4 equals 28. Pause the video, solve this one on your own. Okay, let's finish. Yeah, so let's start with this one. The opposite of taking away 4 is adding 4, so we do that to both sides. So 4 jelly beans equals 28 plus 4 is 32. We want to find out what 1 jelly bean equals. So divide both sides by 4. 1 jelly bean equals 32 divided by 4, which is 8. Same thing over here. (4x) divided by 4, both sides, x. 4x divided by 4 is 1x or x equals 32 divided by 4 is 8. Okay, when you do this today, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to divide your whiteboard up into 2 parts, just like I have. On one part, I'd like you to work it out this way. On the other part, I'd like you to work it out this way. And instead of uploading your worksheet, just uploading your worksheet today, I'd also like you to upload 3 photos of this on your whiteboard. Okay, so then that way I can see that you're participating, you're working through, and I can also see things like how you're setting out your work. So go pick your lollies. You don't have to do jelly beans. Any lollies will work. But as you noticed, I tried to, if you don't have enough to do the same jelly beans, look, this still works because they're jelly beans. I just like to use the same colour because, again, that's what's going to help with tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so tomorrow's lesson, maybe I'll have to use something a bit healthier than jelly beans. We'll see how we go.